And we're live. Was I on time? No. Am I ever on time? No. That's fine. It's fine. It's a little bit windy today, so if you hear noise in the background, it's wind. It may, in fact, start raining at some point. I don't know. I mean, technically, actually, it is raining right now. I had to close my window in my bedroom a little most of the way because, for whatever reason, when it rains, it wants to go in the one window that has carpet floors underneath it. You know, the one you can't really dry. That's the window it wants to come in. So the wind is blowing the rain inside. Although it's not torrential downpour at this point, so it should be fine. But thanks for showing up today. We're gonna do a build of Stargate Daedalus. Although thinking about it, I was like, man, I feel like this ship was in both SG1 and Atlantis. It may have even had a brief appearance in Universe. I don't know what it was called. Clearly, I like the show enough to have trading cards with it. I mean, how much of a geek are you? Which had to be at an angle, because once you turn it, look, glare. Oh my gosh, drove me nuts. But yes, I like Stargate a little bit. Not enough to want to keep the not enough to keep the set built. I mean, I'm sure it'll look pretty. Because yet again, we have the same as last week. We have a set that was built by, Jesus, it's literally in the description. How hard is this to do? Brad Barber from CreationCaravan on RootBreakable.com. So if you want to buy the set I'm building or see any other of the many sets they build, which I put the link for the set by itself and the value pack that has Firefly's Serenity, the Battlestar Galactica ship, which I don't know if it has a name, the Stargate Daedalus, and the Star Trek Next Generation Enterprise, all in one group together. All use the parts from the Millennium Falcon, so it's fairly easy to just reuse those pieces, which I don't know if I should. Every time when I build this thing, the base is always the same. I guess they stuck with that. They didn't take anything off the base. They didn't use any of the pieces from the base to use on the ship itself so that you could display it best. So I don't know if I should just leave it together and not do it, but I don't know. I feel like I need to be complete. But it also means that this one, I don't know why it's so long. This one's the shortest set so far, so it should be the quickest build. We'll just get at it. I started watching Stargate, not when it first aired. It originally aired on a cable, like a premium cable station for the first season, and then it moved over to Sci-Fi Channel, which I didn't have Sci-Fi Channel either. So I don't really remember. You know, I feel like the first season may have been in syndication. So it may have been in reruns on TV somewhere, and that's how I got to watch it. I assume. I don't know, because I grew up corner of nowhere, and we didn't have cable, so it's not like, it's not like we had cable to watch it on, so I had to have watched it on something else. I don't remember what that is, but it was a family show, so everybody got to watch together, so I watched it with the parents. At some point, we would buy the box sets. Back when a DVD box set would cost like $80, $90, $100, they were expensive. But I would buy them. I'm pretty sure I was the one that bought them. Do I not have the right one? Oh, yeah, I do. I would buy them and then watch them, and then they would take their tour of the family. And my brother would borrow and watch them, and then I'm pretty sure I gave it to some of my cousins as well. Like, it took a tour. Everybody wanted to watch Stargate. It's a great episodic show, and then eventually it was paired with with Farscape, because I don't think they both started at the exact same time. I don't think so. And then they were the perfect sci-fi night because you had both Stargate and Farscape to watch back to back, which I always considered Stargate to be sci-fi light and then Farscape to be sci-fi heavy. It's like, you don't. Farscape isn't for everyone. It's a great show, full of great characters, but it is so out there that some people might not enjoy it that much because of it. But Stargate, you could get the whole family together. It's family friendly. You had your overarching season story, but you also had your individual episodes. They weren't, they're canon, but it's not really a huge deal. You don't have to remember a huge complicated plot or anything. I don't know. I just loved it. Obviously, Jack O'Neill was the best character. How to beat him. My binder with my cards in it is from season 8, which would have been the last season that he was in. By that point, he would just come in. They'd do the schedule that... Did I keep on the floor? Did I just... I'll find out. He would come in he would only work so many days a week, and they would shoot all his scenes on those days. So he wasn't in the episodes as much as he was in the earlier seasons. But any Jack that you got was great to have. As I throw Lego pieces everywhere. But it was so much fun. One of the few things I got to watch with the whole family. I don't know how much my mom liked it. My dad liked it. One of the few things. Because my dad's not huge into sci-fi. So for him to watch it and like it, that makes it, that shows how good it was. And they all knew what they were supposed to be doing and their job, and they were military. And, that's why O'Neill and Carter never got together, is because it's not allowed in the military. And everybody knew their role. It was a great way to learn all the gods' names. That's always fun. Although, can I use them now? No. Use it or lose it. We've been over this. If you don't use that knowledge, you will eventually lose it. Name the gods. I can only think of Apophis and Ra and Baal. Baal's a good one. Baal is in botching. Hathor, the goddess of sex, drugs, and the rock and roll. Wasn't you with one? Yeah. Classic times. That's a show I should find and see if I can rewatch that. I was thinking that I'd seen every episode, so many times, and I was like, I don't think that's entirely true. Probably the older seasons, I've probably seen all of those, 1 through 5 or 6. I've probably seen all of those episodes. A crazy absurd amount of times, so probably 5 to 10 times, depending on the episode. I'm not one of those people that can name all the different episodes. The only one that I can really name is Window of Opportunity, which is the cult classic episode. Cult classic. Very famous, clipped a lot episode where they have the Stargate. It's dialed into a wormhole, and they start having it's kind of like a Groundhog Day kind of episode where they keep living the same day over and over again, but only 2 of the characters know it, and they're not very scientifically inclined, but they're required to use science to fix the problem, so they have to use a skill set they don't have and learn it from somebody else to save the day, and they live the same day over and over and over again, and they do a lot of crazy stuff, golf into the Stargate. Which I guess for those of you who don't know what Stargate is, I would assume if you clicked on this video, you know what Stargate is. But for those that don't, Stargate SG-1 was a spin-off. Spin-off's the correct word. There was a movie called Stargate that had Kurt Russell and James Spader that came out in I don't know what year. Don't know. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it. But it came out, did okay. I don't think it was a smash hit, but somebody had the great idea to make it into a TV show where they used the Stargate, which is this circle thing. This is the Stargate. To travel to different worlds and to travel to different worlds and visit, meet different cultures. You can, you know, in the movie they meet Ra. I'm pretty sure it's Ra. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to. It's not like it's been that long since I've seen it. They meet Ra, and they change obviously to make it into a series from a movie. They changed the lore a little bit, but they do keep a lot of the design of the aliens, which is pretty cool. It's Egyptian inspired, obviously. If you have Ra and Apophis, those are both Egyptian gods in the original Stargate movie and in the TV show. You know, Stargate was found in Egypt, and when they go to the other place, the other world, it's, you know, very similar to what Egypt was like back in the day. So that connected them over. And, you know, they changed it a little bit where the gods had this creature that was inside of them. I don't know. Because in the TV show, it's like some sort of worm parasite thing that takes control of you. And it's very smart, whatever, but it's parasitic, so it needs a host to live in to survive. So it, you know, inhabits a host and then lives out that host life. And they have technology that can prolong the life, and then eventually the host will still get old because it's still a human being that they're possessing, and then they'll choose a new host. You know, choose what person they want to be next, and they'll kidnap that person, and then the worm will transfer from one person to the next. Worm is the best thing I can explain it as. But, yeah. It's interesting. Which then eventually... I feel like I did that wrong. Yes. Yes, I did. How many times have you built the same thing? At the end of the movie, O'Neill, which is played by Kurt Russell in the movie, you know, is able to kill the alien. They go back to the planet and they act like they leave Jackson, who's the scientist, who's played by James Spader in the movie, back on the planet. And then he goes home and acts like James Spader died to let him live out the life with the woman that he found and fell in love with in the movie. In the TV show, the Stargate gets turned on at the beginning of the first episode, and so then they realize they're going to have to go back. They can't just act like Jackson is dead. And they go back and interact with Jackson, and I think they figure out that, you know, there's more than one alien and that there's more than one planet with Stargate on it. So they need Jackson's help to go to the other world. And so he gets recruited back into it. He leaves his wife, goes off, and goes through the Stargate to find a whole new gods, which Apophis was the big bad. I don't know how many seasons. How many times they fought him. But that's how they set up the TV show. So you just get to go to different planets all the time and meet different cultures. Which some of them, they're all humanoid. They all got spread across the galaxy as slaves to work for the gods, do whatever they need them to do. At the beginning of the series. Not all of them are. They do meet other aliens too. Why they're all humanoid, I don't remember. I'm sorry, the show has been off the air for a while. It's been a little bit since I've watched it. I mean, I enjoyed it immensely, but trying to think it up on the spot, I didn't look it up. I didn't plan on trying to do a synopsis for the entire show. Did it need to be 10 seasons long? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, it does have... That picture is terrible. It did add and remove characters, and obviously, you know, you have an unlimited amount of gods, and then eventually you meet the Nox, and How does that one show up? Oh, never mind. The Nox and crap. What was the other aliens called? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. The aliens that actually look like aliens from all the different, like the ones you see in Area 51. The little green men. They're not green, they're gray, but the same sort of things. I can't remember what they're called. I'm completely failing. I'm losing my Stargate card. I obviously don't remember these things enough to. Oh, I need 5, not 4. Describe it correctly. Being an epic failure. Epic failure. Sad but true. Failing miserably. But it's a beautiful world if you're looking for a family show to get into. Lots of different aliens and, promoting tolerance and getting together and learning the similarities of different people from different places. It's not about where you come from. How are these different? Was this supposed to be 3? Messed it up somewhere. I need to fix what I've done wrong. Because clearly I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay. Yeah, I highly recommend it. What have you done wrong? Everything. I've done everything wrong. It's on, I think it was last time I saw it, it was on Amazon for free, so it might be on other streaming services for free. I highly recommend it. Where did that come from? Oh, is it the next step? Like, how did this happen? Why every year? Look, it's even now. Yes, I've actually built, I think this is the 4th time I built it and I didn't do it right. Nailed it. I mean, I figured out what I'd done wrong, but still sad times for everyone. Sad times for everyone. But yeah, that was the heyday of the Sci-Fi Channel. Lots of great shows. That you could watch. The Sci-Fi Channel was great for sci-fi shows. The movies are always trash, but the shows were great. The movies were really, really bad. But the shows tended to be well written and really enjoyable. I haven't really watched them in a while. I tried to watch, they had The Magicians, it was on Tubi, and I didn't even get through the first episode, and I was like, it's just not me. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not going to be able to get through it. That, and if you're just not in the mood for something, you really don't want to start something, because it goes against the show, whether the show deserves it or not. And I want to give the show a fair shake. So if I'm not in the mood to try that kind of show, I don't want to hold that against them. It's not to say it can never win, but that's makes it much, much harder for it to accomplish what it needs to accomplish. That goes. I wonder if it connects. I'm thinking about something entirely different. Here. Because I couldn't figure out. Oh, okay. Although it's tilted, so I don't know if there's something else somewhere. In the picture on the box, it has the Millennium Falcon thing right here-ish, but it looks like it's tilted up a little bit, and I don't know how it's tilted because we don't have anything for that. I'm just distracted. Let me see why it's... Oh, it's saying what all the pieces are. So that's building that. Now we got to go all the way back to the top. There we go. I'm ready to build this awesome ship. Yay. flip this around again. Probably. So it's interesting. Ooh, sorry. Did not realize that was going to squeak like that. To use the same exact pieces to make something completely different. If only I had the skills to make that happen. Not really know. I mean, technically you can. Technically, there should be an unlimited ways that you could make this into something else. That's not really my area of expertise. Why is this one so far out than that one? Can you count? Because counting would make it better, honestly. I don't know if I should put this back this way. I'm going too far, too far. I still, with shows like that, it's so weird to me. I know that I watched it all. I feel like I had it on DVD because I don't think, we didn't have the channels when I was growing up. I didn't have cable for that until at least season 5, I think. So I had to buy it on DVD because you didn't have access. You know, things weren't the same then as they are now. You know, you can get things much easier now than they used to. You know, there were no streaming platforms. I grew up without cable, so you didn't have that as an option. Where's the... It's a great start. Great start. I don't know. It's like when I was trying to figure out how I watched Farscape, because obviously they were together, but I didn't have cable when they were on. I'm like, did I legally download all of them? I find this hard to believe. Not that I never torrented anything when I was in college, but I don't get that. I'm so confused. It's too long ago. Because Stargate, I think, started in '97. So it's old. Farscape started in '99, so yeah, that makes sense. But, crap. Come on, mouse, you can do it. It's fine. Don't fight with me now. Which, at a time, last stream I did, I lost the internet like 3 times or something absurd. Like I would get it back and you would get on, and like 5 seconds later it will lose connection again. You're like, we're doing this again. We're doing this again. It was fighting me something fierce. How is this not? Oh. Fighting me something fierce. But the joy of it is when you lose connection, whatever, once you're done with the stream, it doesn't keep all that time that you had lost connection. So it just gets rid of it all. So then my stream is like 25 minutes shorter because of all the connection issues I had. It's fairly amusing. I just, nothing I could really do about it. Sometimes my internet is just a little bit wonky. It's being persnickety. And I just have to roll with it. But yes. Yeah, I don't know. I think most of my family watched Stargate. I know I watched it with my sister. I don't know if she really liked it or not, but she watched it with me. And she watched Farscape. I think she liked Farscape more than Stargate. But they're just 2 completely different things. Although they're paired together, they're on the same channel. But it's just... Farscape is just so sci-fi heavy. Versus Stargate. You know, different characters doing different things. Farscape is just crazy. It's just crazy. In a good way. In a good way. It's still one of those shows, you know, you can rewatch it again a couple years later, and you even though you know the beats are coming, you're still excited for it. I'm watching a reaction channel that's rewatching Farscape, and to watch them, you know, they have no idea what's coming. So, like, they had recently watched the episode where, I'm just gonna spoil it, where Zahn dies, and you know, she knew the actress was leaving the show because she had a lot of health problems. due to the paint that they put on her. But she didn't realize that it was then that was going to happen. She was pretty destroyed. I think everybody knew that the actress was leaving. The one problem with the internet that we have is that it spoils shows. You know, back in the day, you had no idea that characters were leaving a lot of times. If you didn't really, I guess it might have shown up in some media somewhere, but usually not like it is now. Nowadays, if there's something you want to watch that's not going to be spoiled, you have to see it fairly quickly because somebody will mess it up for you. Somebody's going to tell you what happens and ruin the ending, which is always a bummer. But for those shows, it was such a huge deal. Yeah, to see her go. Like, I can't blame her. Well, that and to see her now. She's been battling cancer for years. It's really bad. I think it's in the bones. I think it's pretty catastrophic. And you look at that and you wonder if maybe the paint that made her sick all the time damaged her and might have caused that. Like, the very reason she quit the show. Is that what's currently killing her now? Like, it's kind of sad. By kind, I mean it's completely sad. It's completely sad. Because she had mentioned that the actress was sick, and I was saying, so I don't want to leave it. But yeah, it's really bad. I mean, she keeps fighting, doing all the treatments she can do, but with those, where is the wood piece? I'm looking at how far it's spread, the damage it's done. It's not good. Not good at all. But she's so much like her character in Farscape. Very spiritual. Oh my gosh. You know what I meant. I'm not going to try to say it again. I need to try to say a word. Oh gosh. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was trying to say rural. Oh my gosh. I can't say the word. I give up. R-U-R-A-L. Rural. I don't know why, but it just gets muddled. It gets muddled. You hear yourself say it, and you're like, well, that was a catastrophe. Please stop saying it. Just please stop. Like, we know what you were trying to say. I mean, I know what I was trying to say. But I'll like, just stop. You're butchering the word. I don't know why you can't pronounce English. Like, can I just say that English is a stupid language and then call it? I don't know. But yes. Yeah, it's yeah, we're supposed to be talking about Stargate, and I flipped over to Farscape. In my defense, they were on together, although Farscape was only on for 4 years, and Stargate was on for 10. Atlantis was on. Atlantis was a spinoff, obviously on Atlantis. Shocker. That was on for 5? What was it for? Oh, gosh. But it was Jason Momoa's big break. I mean, technically he was on Baywatch, Hawaii. But I'm not going to count that. I'm going to say that Stargate Atlantis was his big break. Atlantis was a decent one. The universe wasn't much liked. I mean, I think they were trying to be... But they just came out at the wrong time. You know, Stargate had been on for so many years at that point. I mean, you got cameos from... the main characters from some of the main characters from the other shows for a little bit. You know, I think Richard Dean Anderson came back for a cameo for that show. I'm sure you got paid bank for that. I'm just saying. Come back, say hey, and then leave. Yeah. But it was, I don't know. Atlantis was only one season, not Atlantis. Universe was only one season for a reason. That's all I'm saying. Atlantis was good. Although Atlantis, you know, with all the shows, you know, they don't always hit it out of the park in the first season. The first season was good. But eventually you get into the groove of things. You know, get more confident in yourself, and then you can really do things. You find what works, what doesn't, how to shoot the show, how to write the show. You know, you get to know the characters better. You know, what the actors can do. This is supposed to be, oh gosh. Here I am trying to put the piece in the right spot. Like, you didn't get close. I didn't close. SG1 is my favorite because of Jack. O'Neill was the best. The humor. Although, it'd be nice to see how much of it was actually written by Richard Dean Anderson doing what he wants to do. Getting comfortable in his role and just doing, playing his character to perfection. How much... My mouse is being weird. Uh-oh. I juggled the thing and now the whole camera juggled. There we go. Don't do this to me today. I don't know why it does this. I had another stream where, for whatever reason, my computer did not like a specific instructions. Okay. What color is that? No idea. It's always a good sign in the instructions where they show something and you're like, okay, is that dark gray or light gray? Oh, it's light gray. Misresolved. I can't tell. I'm bad with colors. I think I've been over this before. Sometimes you just stare at it. If I just stop talking, it's because I'm staring at the thing trying to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be putting on it. I can't tell. Although it's already taking the shape of the ship. I can safely say, the last stream I did, the Enterprise, and at the end I had trouble putting it together. But once I got it together and on the stand and let it go, it did actually sit together and not fall apart at all. So even though I had a great deal of trouble getting it together, I'm going to say that's just me not putting it together well. It was fairly sturdy. This one looks to be fairly sturdy as well. Like, it's built nice so that it's not... The first one, the problem was, because they were making such a big ship... Where's the fourth one? There we go. There's two of them. How did I not put those together? What is wrong with you? Because it was building such a big ship, you ended up being spread out and having hollow places in the middle, which made it fairly fragile to the touch. Yet again, once you got it together, you just had to be a little bit nicer to it. Treat it like it's fragile and you'll be fine. But once I got it together, honestly, what are we doing? What are we doing? I just doing a really bad job. And put it on the stand. It too stayed fine. So just because I have a problem with something doesn't mean it's actually bad or there's anything wrong with it. And sometimes you just gotta figure out, did you miss a step? Did you not click the pieces together enough to make them work? I don't blame the instructions. I blame myself. That's on the outside, not the inside. But they did stay together, so no worries there. Is that dark brown or just crap? You know what? I don't understand why I care. I'm like, which color is it? There's a dark brown, a medium brown, and there's a reddish brown. They're all in these things, and they all have the same size little piece. I can't tell. But it's on the inside of the ship, so it doesn't actually matter unless, one of the other colors is on the outside. But this one looked mostly gray on the outside, so that shouldn't be a problem. But it's me fighting with it as I try to put it together. That's basically what we're doing. But yeah, it's just... I really enjoyed week to week coming to, spend the day, have some laughs. Usually, they did have some serious episodes. For whatever reason, the algorithm being the algorithm, I was watching compilation videos where people were putting together comedic, got clips of the best comedic moments from the shows. You had clips from Window of Opportunity and many other ones. And eventually I ended up one that was not comedy. And they had scenes where the episode where the doctor died. And it was like, I immediately knew the doctor was I think it was Frasier, was a recurring character, and she died later on in the show. As I just spoiled everything. I assume if you're here, you've seen the show. I'm just saying. If you haven't, you probably won't remember by the time if you watch the show from my recommendation. I don't know why from the Lego set you would take my suggestion to watch Stargate, but you know, who am I to question why people do things? But from those clips, I think they were doing it was before she. I don't remember because it's whatever, but I could tell immediately what episode was, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't gonna make me happy. This isn't gonna be the funny, clippy episode that I was looking forward to." It's, you know, standard with those videos. You have a whole bunch of scenes from Window of Opportunity, because that's obviously a super funny episode that everyone likes. Who doesn't like golfing into a Stargate? I mean, how could you possibly go wrong? But yeah, it'll hit you there. Like, I'm still in the field how many years later, because it was such a devastating loss. You know, you'd had that character for so long, but it, you know, got the point across that, you know, it's still a military operation where you go into danger, people can die, you know, and also, you know, people can die that are characters that you care about. Here she was a medical doctor that went into the field because people were injured, and I think she was the only one that ended up dying. She went out, she saved the person she was supposed to save, and she died instead. It was pretty devastating. But, you know, that show, you grew to love all those characters. You were with them every week, going on their adventures, but every once in a while they need to let you know. Like, it could be a random moment, and then those characters can be gone. It's a sad day, but, you know. How much did I cry when that show was on? I don't know. That specific episode. But I could dare say people would probably rate it quite high because of the way they shot it, because they had like a news crew that was there, some sort of documentarian. Oh my gosh, I can't get this piece in. Skills. Some sort of documentarian was filming a video in case the day would come, because obviously the Stargate operation is top secret, nobody knows it exists. Just in case the day would come and they needed to go out into the public eye, they're filming this documentary to show what they're doing, to explain to humanity what's going on on the base, you know, what the Stargate is, all that jazz. And so he's interviewing all the people, and over the course of the episode, you know somebody died pretty early on, but you don't know who. And then, you know, eventually towards the end, you figure it out, and it's pretty devastating. But to have a show, usually fairly lighthearted, but they still were able to pull off those emotional episodes. It was supposed to be 2 on one side and only 1 on the other. Oh, sassafras. Watch as I destroy it. Just remember, anytime I mess up on it, it's not the person who made the instructions. It's always me. Always me. I'm too heavy-handed with it. I was not gentle with the pieces. As long as I don't lose it, it's fine. That's fine. Just... this one. But I feel like this ship was in both Stargate SG-1 and Atlantis, but I can't entirely guarantee it. I don't know. They kind of blend together. But they had spaceships on it. Well, that and the description was like, this is as a type of ship, not the name of the ship. And I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. Because I wanted to call it, gosh, I feel like I wanted to call it Pegasus. I'm like, wait, is that one of the ship's names? I can't remember. It's been too long, okay? That, and I'm bad at names to begin with, so whether or not I'd be able to remember the name, could I have looked it up? Probably. Was I going to? No. No. I've been over this. Is it worth the effort? The answer is no. Oh, look, it goes in the front. Interesting. But not that interesting. And yet again, what color brown is it? Tell me with a light one. Why? Because it said so. There we go. Which they had the aliens help them make it. And what's the name of the aliens? No one remembers. I mean, somebody does. I don't. Man, it's been so long. Well, that, and they keep wanting to say furlings. And I'm like, that's not true. The furlings were only in the 100th episode, and that was a joke. That was a joke. That wasn't a real thing. That's not how that works. Although I do have, in my Stargate SG1 trading cards, because that binder actually does have trading cards in it, I do actually have a furling costume card. The small things. The little teddy bears. Well, they weren't. Yeah, they were something weird. Like, they must be furly since they're called furling. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. That's just Stargate being absurd. That's not where that goes. Did you get it in? No, it's still in your hand. This is not rocket science, small child. Okay. Yeet. The Stargate SG1 team, because I can't even name the Stargate Atlantis team, but the SG1 team had Richard Dean Anderson played Jack O'Neill, who was the lead military guy, the highest ranking out in the field, so he was the leader of the team. Daniel Jackson was the scientist with the ability to learn languages and know a lot of things about ancient cultures and stuff that he can use to interact with any people they might run across. Samantha Carter was the sciencey expert, so she was the technical side, but she was also in the military. And then Teal'c was the alien that they met in the first episode. Wait, how does this go in? Oh, wait. And this is why we can't figure out where it goes. It's on the wrong fucking side. Oh, do we double it? Okay. Sometimes I wonder, like, why don't we just double it to start with? Because I can barely see it, honestly. They met Teal'c in the first episode, and he turned against his god, since his people were enslaved. And so then he became a part of the team, and then he goes with them. So you got the 2 brains and 2 brawn. Wow. O'Neill is, I don't know if I'd really class O'Neill as brawn, but he's the leader. The leader, getting stuff done. Does it go this way? Okay. Sure, let's do that. On their adventures, you had your strong female lead, who was an actual strong female lead. She was a woman, but she was also getting her job done. A realistic woman. I mean, as realistic as TV show can go, obviously. Not like the strong female leads of now. Well, they can do anything the man can do. I'm like, not necessarily true, no. But, oh wait, is that supposed to be light gray? It's light gray, not dark gray. That actually might be on the outside, so we're going to need to get that right. There we go. Obviously, O'Neill was my favorite character. You'd always count on him saying sarcastic things that were very funny and enjoyable. Making the smart-ass comments. But still getting things done. had your fish out of water that was Teal'c, and then I don't know. Carter was there to have sciencey exposition. That poor lady had to learn all the science crap. I mean, who knows if what she was saying was even remotely true, because science isn't my area of expertise, so, oh, sure. Sure she was. Is that dark gray or light gray? Dark. I gotta figure out where this crap goes. There's that one. Yet again, I don't understand why we couldn't have put those pieces in earlier. It's me being picky. Wait, is this supposed to be... No, it's supposed to be 2. How does this sit there? Oh. Oh. It's the wrong way. I'm so confused. Like this. And like this. Yet again, you can always tell, but like, I don't understand what we're doing. I just, crap. Stop talking altogether to try to figure it out. There we go. Got it accomplished. Hopefully that's correct. They did a good job. Obviously, it was on Showtime? Was that a cable station back in the day? For the first season, and then they switched over to the Sci-Fi Channel. Crap, I keep shaking the camera. My bad. Didn't do well enough on the cable network, so they bumped it over to Sci-Fi. But they did a good job. You couldn't really tell too much the difference in budget between the seasons. Like, they did well with what they had. They figured it out. They made it work. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some people that watched it later on found it in syndication or on streaming nowadays. But the more likely option nowadays would be streaming. That might not even realize that it switched from one to the other. Because how would you know if somebody, I mean, I guess, no. Nobody watched the credits. I was like, if they watch the credits, no. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. So this is this one. Yet again, all I'm doing, like, how does this... Okay. Well, no, because that will only have room for... Okay. Yet again, you can tell when I get confused. It's the one drawback of doing Lego streams versus puzzle streams, is that puzzle streams, the part of my brain that I use to talk and the part of my brain to use a jigsaw puzzle, I can talk and do the puzzle at the same time and not have any problems. Versus Lego is not, that's not, oh, if I put that in before, maybe it would have been easier to figure out where the things went. Skills. It's harder for me to talk and do it at the same time. So if it gets too complicated, then I'll get confused. Like, so far I've been able to fix my mistakes. Oh, I need both of them. Great. I was going to say, if you can't find that. But if I get distracted, well, that, and if I get distracted in the middle of talking, will I be able to remember what I was talking about? I was talking about when it switched from Showtime to Sci-Fi. I probably, at some point, I will completely forget what I was talking about at all. Because I get so confused. Skills. It's great skills. But because I bought all these different instructions because I want to make Serenity. I'm looking forward to it. She's going to be pretty. I'll say that. If she ends up being ugly, I'm going to be so disappointed. I mean, So far, you know, I've obviously only done one of his creations. This is the second one. It looks really good. Like it matches. The picture looks good. Just making sure I actually put everything in right. It's not that I would ever put something in and not have any idea if I did it right or not. Didn't I just do this? Yes. My mouse is being persnickety. It's not one thing. You scrolled down, which means you were going down to look at something else. Don't stay on the same thing. Man. So nice. Not only is it raining, well it was, I don't know if it is, still is, misting. Misting is probably the correct word for that. But it was also windy, so it was blowing cold air in. So my apartment got down to 83. I was super excited about that. Super excited. It's been a wee bit hot of late. That's this one. You don't even have it in your hand, Jabone. Is this supposed to be... Where did those pieces go in? Oh no, that's right there. Oh, was I supposed to have two of those? Nailed it. I mean, I definitely didn't miss anything. I don't know what you're talking about. It's nice to cool off a little bit. It'll be nice and cool when I go to bed tonight. That's something to look forward to. There's some sort of annoying insect. It's outside. I can't kill it. That, and I figured out today that it's my neighbor that... Hey, are we supposed to have that gap and set it there? No, there's a whole other piece that you didn't put in. What's that one? Okay. Where's that? Crap. I keep throwing things. I need to scroll back up and see what I messed up. Did I scroll past the whole entire instructions, or is the second one the same? I'll put enough dark ones in because I can't tell. I think I scrolled past entirely a whole entire set of... Well, that one I clearly did. I just don't know. I put those in. I put those in. I just skipped the one before it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Well, you know, as long as you fix the problem, is it a big deal? I don't know. Do I get to kill that insect? I assume you can hear it. If you can't, just think of the most annoying thing you think of. I don't know if that's a cicada or not, but bug needs to die. Oh. There we go. Don't miss anything. Oh, for Pete's sakes. We've been over this. How bad are you at this? What can I say? Skills. Skills. It needs to be the first two right there. We heard you. We know. Just go away. Yeah. Where's the... Well, if you put the twos together, where are they? There. am using that I organized everything to make it easier to find, and then I'm like, I can't find it. All that effort that you put in to make it easier to find stuff, and you're still sitting here not being able to find anything. Like, what have we done? This one. This one. Oh, for Pete's sakes, she just knocked the ball. Oh, no. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it this way. We just booze and lose. There we go. Skills. Yeah, let's call them that. Great skills. Dang bug. As I count, sarsaparillas. I guess I put it like this. And this goes this way. And as always, use the other things as roadmaps to figure out where anything goes. Although, with these instructions, obviously made by the person that designed this ship, well, designs the build for this ship, they do actually highlight the pieces. The new ones that go on the board. If I remember to check the highlights, the highlighted ones, and know which ones go where. It's the small things. What did you forget to do today? There is the, here it is. As we try to orient where things sit. Skills. I don't have any. I mean, I'm literally following pictures and failing miserably. It's fine, it's fine. Great, googly moogly. Sometimes, I don't know what would happen if you have bigger fingers than I do. Not that my fingers are big, but it's just... Watch as I fail miserably to get the piece in the slot. That it better be in the right spot because it's not going to be an easy... Well, that shouldn't actually be that hard. You can yank that out of there. Use anger. Anger helps. 2 of those. 4 of these. All that in the tool, which is the best thing that was ever made. I just realized, I don't remember if number 1 I said, hey, I'm going to build the stand, which is at the end of the instructions, and then build the ship, so that way I can get rid of a whole bunch of pieces to make it easier to wade through your pieces. because they're all black, the standard. And number 2, if you're watching this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Telling me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. If I'm doing anything right. If you have any requests, things to do differently, whatever, let me know. Which I should have said at the beginning, and here I'm an hour in and I finally remember to do it. You know what? The small things. Ah! Sassafras. I keep dropping things on the floor today. Slightly annoying. Slightly. What are we doing here? There's that one. The joy of, why do we have 4 of these when you only needed 2? I don't know. Where's this one go? Right here. There we go. I say there we go. It's not even in yet. Skills. The one drawback of doing these over and over again, I've been staring at gray, light gray pieces. I know they're not actually called light gray, but whatever. I've been staring at these light gray pieces this whole time. It's driving me up the wall. I don't want to look at them anymore. Why is this not? Oh, is it longer than the one I chose? How about this one? Is this one long enough? Is it supposed to be this? And then this? Okay. Do I understand it? No. That's not a me problem. Okay. And I assume the other side gets done. Who am I to question how somebody else does it? There's that. It's the wrong side. Where's the other one? Oh, the joys. It's not rocket science. I just need to put the other one up, upside down. That's helpful. Oh, 10. Oh, that's exciting. Let's see. Like this. It does look like the ship right now. So I just break that thing apart. Where's the other ones? Where's the okay. This is not that hard. I don't understand. There we go. So, like, why can I not? Oh, sassafras. Oh, that I'm supposed to have 4. Oh, that's a great sign. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, it's this one. 2. And then 4. That's not right. I'm killing it now. Where's the other one? It's not a good sign. Because I don't know. There it is. Let's say. I don't know why I'm missing one. But it turned up. It's fine. It's fine. It was just trying to hide from me. To give a momentary panic of, oh crap, do I not have that one? Where could it have gone? Where all Legos go. They run away. Once they hit the floor, they scatter to 4 corners of the globe. Only to turn up who knows how long from now. Although, I organized this one all on the table. It's not like last time where I had the genius idea to organize my Legos while sitting on the couch. And then when I got up and walked back to the table in the living room, there was just Lego pieces all over the carpet. Like, I don't know how they fell off, but, you know, when you're doing it at the table, obviously you can hear the Legos fall. So, you know, if they did fall, you obviously heard it, so you can pick them back up. But when they hit carpet, they don't make any noise. Well, at least the perk of it is when you drop them on the carpet, it's not like if you step on them, they're going to hurt you, because my carpet is plush enough that it's just going to, I mean, it'll be slightly annoying, but it's not going to embed into the bottom of your foot and hurt. So I didn't injure myself, but it was slightly amusing to walk back and then just see all the pieces that somehow fell on the floor. Skills, immense skills. It's a proud moment for everyone. Because so technically there could be pieces still on the floor, even though it's been a while. Just because I didn't need them for the last build that I did doesn't mean I don't need them now. Where's that one? Great. Is it a 4 or a 3? 4. Pieces we can't find. 4. There's one of them. So I need the 3 and then another one of those. What if we do all streams? Tons of pieces. That's what we did. That's 3 and a 4. Oh, no, I need a 3. I need a 3 too. No. There's 3 too. That's not the right one. Close. Not close enough. Sassafras. We'll put these in and then we'll figure out where the last one goes. Oh. Is it down one? Like this? But I have... like this. There we go. Interesting. I mean, of course I didn't put it in the wrong spot. Who would say such a thing? I'm going to have another one of those. And then where do these two go? Because it looks like that, but that's not the piece, because it has the other one on it. Well, I only need one. Oh, I got it. Well, that explains why I couldn't find 2. It's because this one, probably because I guess we didn't have enough of that one piece to do both sides exactly the same. But, you know, this is why it's a good thing to stop looking for the piece you can't find and try to put the pieces you do have in and then come back later. Because clearly, the reason I couldn't find the piece is because it doesn't exist. Which I feel like this is a catastrophe, because it probably means that at some point I'll get they'll ask for the other one and be like, great, go back again, look for the other one. 2, crap. 3. Here's number 4. Well, that we're already at the point where we're doing the top of the Daedalus, clearly. So we're moving along. If I could figure out, this one goes here. Nope, that's already in there. Smart. Sassafras. Skills, kids. Skills. Oh my gosh. 10% rule comes into effect at some point. Okay. But yeah, you can definitely tell. Where do these two go? Sassafras. It's getting harder where I can't. Oh, that's not even remotely. Oh, no, that is right. Okay. Harder where I can't talk about anything because I'm too focused on trying to figure out where the piece goes. Getting confused. So the dark. Great. 2, and then 2 of those again. Everything hates little pieces. I know they serve a purpose, but they're just annoying to me. There's those 2. There we go. Well, we're halfway done, which is surprising because I think we were farther than that. But just by how much is built, that's why. I mean, I feel like I should be farther than that. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Where the Frelin is mono. Gosh forbid eventually if YouTube realizes that I'm swearing all the time. If it's not a real swear word, does it count? You know, that's from Farscape, and this is a Stargate build. But we do what we gotta do. It's gotta be a tedious process to go through. I mean, it's gotta be fun to make this set, to, you know, do a new design, but to go through the process of breaking it down and putting it in the instructions and highlighting everything, it's gotta be tedious. Gotta be. Oh, crap. As tedious as it is to look through these pieces to try to find the one. What did we say last time? Just put your pieces in, come back for it. Well, that, and I keep seeing the other, oh, there we go. The other kind of vent piece. That's not a good one. Where's... Nope, doing the front of the ship. Yay. 6. Oh, that's interesting. It looked like the one piece was on top of the other one, but it's not. It is not. Scroll. I only needed one of those. I'll say that. I put it back if it's in the next one. Okay. Like if I put that back, I only have to get it back out again. Like really, this is what we're doing. Where does it go? I don't know. This one goes here. This should go right here. Oh. Only got a little bit of skin on that one. That's always fun. But still, it's a very sturdy build. Like they put... It's very compact, so it's fairly sturdy. It shouldn't... This one especially doesn't have anything that hangs off of it that would make it look like it's going to fall apart very easily. So that's good. This one here. I had to try to figure out how it goes in there. You know, the one drawback of it being so compact is that they're, you know, trying to figure out where it's at, even when it is highlighted. Because, yet again, as I said earlier, do I remember that it's highlighted and I should look for the highlighted parts? No. And sometimes I miss them. But it definitely looks like a Stargate ship. I'm surprised they didn't try to do a puddle jumper. You know, it probably doesn't have enough rounded pieces to do a puddle jumper, because obviously the puddle jumper is round, to be able to make that. Like, how many times can you say round in one sentence? At least I remembered. I'm like, hey, you're not in the shot, smarty. Oh, look, it goes the other way. Where is it? At least with those, I separated them out earlier. This is for the base, so it sits in the bottom wow. And the joy with this one, anytime you have to flip it over, I'm going to jinx myself, but every time I flip it over, I'm not really worried about it falling apart right now when I go back and forth, you know, top or bottom. So if I have to go back to the bottom again, I'm not entirely worried I'm going to touch something and the whole thing falls apart. I say that, something's going to fall off. I knew better, but I'll still set it anyways. And that's on me. Scroll. Uh-oh. The joy of later, when you get later on in your puzzle, in your jigsaw, not jigsaw, like I said, is that you don't have as many pieces to look through. Although, for whatever reason, for me, that means I can't find it. I'm much worse at it. Like, somehow, you know, the less pieces you have, the harder it is to page through it to find where things go. It's a sad day. That goes on top of something else. So, gun on the front. There's the One of these. Where's this go? Does anyone know? Oh, there we go. And then 2 of the 8s. Here's an 8. Okay. Move this over. All those little damn pieces. I mean, awesome pieces. Awesome. Should I have just left it there? Probably. But the OCD in me was like, you need to move it. Why? Because you need to. You need to move it. Found it. Yep, because moving it closer made it so much easier to find stuff. Not really, no. No, it did not. No, it didn't. Oh, sassafras. Well, at least I'm consistent and constantly dropping shit on the floor today. And then this one. These. Oh crap. No idea where that goes. Moved it around, and I can definitely find everything so much easier now. Oh. Absolutely. But I needed all the pieces because I was trying to put the pieces I had already found in, and I couldn't figure out where they went. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to need to find all of them, and then just start at one end and go to the other because you can't tell. Instead of having to count them out, you start at the landmark and move that way. You'll be able to put it in faster than what you're doing now. Because you don't want to put it in the right spot, wrong spot, and have to take it out again. Here's the pores. This isn't rocket science. There's 6. Right in front of your face. As expected. Unless I grabbed the wrong mouse. That's good to scroll down. When I was reading about this, the person that built this, designed it, he's never actually seen Stargate. I don't think he's a fan of the show, how he decided what ships could be built with it, I don't know. But he built this you know, from a picture, not even caring about the show itself, which is kind of interesting, like how you come up with what you're going to build when you don't even care about it. Here we go. I just don't know what I have 40 more pages of instructions for. We did that one. I really do love to interlock those together. Where do these two go? The never-ending joy. Oh, sides. I'm like, where does it go? Where is it in the picture? That's not the right way. Skills. Scroll. As long as it doesn't do what it did the one time where I had to click on the side to get it to move to the right one every single time. Kind of tedious. Just saying. I mean, we're going to finish this no matter what, so it's going to, as always, I can't tell which way it goes. Whatever I have to do. There's only 40 pages left. So, grabbing that one. It's never that one. Okay. Trying to match the little pieces up again. I'm really bad at it. Really bad at it. Where's this go? Right here. Let's go like this then. Does it go under or over? Under? Okay. I mean, it's a genius way to do things. Put them together. Crap. Put it this way. Orient it exactly like the picture because I can't do it when it's flipped around. I mean, I can, but it'll just take that much longer to figure it out. Oh, that's not where that goes. I was sitting up not that long ago. that one. Swing around, my piece comes off. Okay. Oh, well, I didn't have. There's that one. And then we'll do the other bottom side. Great, good removing. That's not where that goes. It's always a good sign. We literally did this the other way a little bit ago, and I've already put it in the wrong spot. You know, doing it worse the second time than you did it the first time. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. Like, I can put this in there. Like, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. There we go. So one of those and 5 of those. Descriptions like that, you at home can figure out what I was talking about. Or, as always, what do we do with Legos? We count a lot. Where are they? This one goes here, here. Four. Uh-oh. I'm not supposed to scroll after I stop. No. 4 more. Fours. Is that a 4 or a 3? It's a 4, correct. And then the car. Car forward or car back? Car side. I would show you. It does actually look, I don't know if you can see it. It looks like a little car. A little bit to me. Yeah, you can't tell. But in my eyes, it looks like a car. Okay. Six. There's only 20 pages left. Is it a silver or a dark gray? I feel like it's silver. I don't know. I can't. As we've established. Oh, look, that's not in the right spot. I'm so proud of you. I can't. I can't tell. I guess it could also be brown. How about this one? How about brown? It's either brown or it's silver. They have shiny gray and then they have regular gray. 2. Where's the third one? 3. Should I check the I had to check to make sure it wasn't raining in the window again. Because it is raining. Although, honestly, it could have been raining for a while and I didn't know. Yeah. If you do it this way first, that way you can figure out how far out it needs to go. That way you can put it in the right spot the first time. I mean, technically I didn't because I put it in the wrong spot, but act like it didn't happen. Is that a 3 or a 2? It's a 2. 3. Crap. Dark gray. That's shiny gray. I just end up putting shiny gray on there because you can't tell. Put shiny gray on there. It should exist. I don't know what I could possibly have used it for before. Because the last time I used I used a brown instead of gray. Whatever. Neither here nor there. Moving on. Close enough. Close enough. That, it's towards the top, so if I need something else, I need it for a different place, I could just put it with that, and I bet you I have extras of that color. Although, it has the hole in the top of it. That's slightly annoying. Giving me trouble. Where is it? I was going to say it's too big. You're looking directly at it. Looking directly at it. Well, these are the small ones. Even better. Where's the other one? That's skills. Oh. Oops, put that in the right spot. I was going to say, how does one miss the gigantic piece? Exciting. 2, this one, 2, this one, and 2 this one. When did this one go in there? No idea. Don't ask such questions. Just put it on there and move on. Okay. That's a level 8. I was going to say, it's the most common one you have. It's the piece you have the most of. Maybe you're running low, but you can run out, yeah. That nailed it. Beep. Ha! Caught it before it hit the floor. Those are the skills you're jealous of. I know. Son of a... Oh, look, I need 2 more. Sure. And then 8 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I have any more of those. There's one. Oh, never mind, I do. Never mind. Goes this way. Okay. So many little pieces, so little time. Seven pages left. See, hopefully I don't find any more of those because that was kind of hard. Oh, hell. One of these goes up here. One gray. I said I hope I don't have to find another one of those because I can't find that one. Ah, that's the problem. Is that all I'm missing? Yeah, I'm missing one of those. There we go. Huzzah. Now, yet again, please don't make me find another one that was super hard to find. I think that's right. Except for that one piece, it's not right, but that's fine. That's fine. They'll never know. Why are there two of these? There's only one. Oh, yet again. I don't know why. The one piece in the picture, I could never see. It has the little piece on the end of it. This, to me, in the picture, until you look close at it, looks like this one. Because I can't see the part that comes off of that. Skills. 2. And then one of each of those. There's that one. And that one. Right there. Where's this one go? Oh, over here. Even though it's highlighted, I still can't find it. Skills. Oh, they're like, what is this picture for? Yeah, it's to show you how to put this on, smarty. Like that. It looks like a Daedalus. Just saying. Looks like it. Great. Good little one. Oh, the little pieces. There's the little grippy one. Skills. Where does it go? Okay. This goes on the front side. This goes here. Shit. And then the piece I can't find, there we go, goes on that one. Is that, what am I say? It's red. I can't. What color is it supposed to be? We've been over this. I don't know. I chose one. Well, that's the gun and the binoculars. Where's the gun and binoculars? There's the binoculars. There's the gun. The gun really does get used to all sorts of weird things. Okay. There's this one. Where's the... Moving up. And... oh crap. Let's say I just bumped something. couldn't say just make 2 of those. I'm not entirely certain. That's fine. Wrap. Got it. Okay. This is our ship. It doesn't actually look like, I brought up a picture of what it was supposed to look like. This goes on to here, as always. Ouch, got my finger stuck in there. There's your ship. I wonder if we could put it, because obviously you can choose the way it tilts. I say that. What piece did you just knock off? You know what? Don't ask these questions. How did this piece come off of? What did we do to ourselves? Is it this one? No. Like, how do we mess this up? You know what? With great skills. Good news. I knocked off a piece that's on the section after. Yeah, switches this that way. All because I wanted to see if I could put it in this way. Like that. But I don't know if that's the better way to... Probably not. I would assume it wants to be sideways. Like this. But it does look like the Daedalus. And it's fairly sturdy. It's got your horse in the back. That looks like the back of a spaceship. Obviously, it's a little bit flatter than what the Daedalus would be. But, you know, you use the pieces you got. And I think it turned out fairly well. Just need to take my hands away from that. I think it turned out well. My people wanted to call it the Pegasus. But I feel like the Pegasus is slightly different than this one. Although if Daedalus is supposed to be the type of a ship, whatever. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that right now. So, we've done all of our stuff. We've gotten it all done. I'd like to thank you for watching this stream. Hopefully you didn't fall asleep. And if you like the stream, please like, comment, subscribe, and hope you come back again. Until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your night. If I could choose the right mouse and close the stream correctly. Close the stream.